Glory to Jesus Christ. I got to apologize right off the bat, excuse me, for this cough. Case in point, I have no idea what's wrong with me, but for the past couple nights, I've really just been hacking and hacking and hacking. It's just this terrible dry barking cough, so if that keeps up, may have to go see my doctor. Anyway, so this morning I got a Google alert about Richard Ramirez. And it was talking about 2 escape attempts he had been a part of while he was at San Quentin. And, of course, Richard Ramirez is indelibly linked in our national consciousness with Satan worship, with demonic things. And so one might wonder, if he really was such this beloved disciple of Satan, and he was obviously good at killing, why is it? A lot of people wonder. Well, if that was really the case, why would Satan, not find a way to bust him out of prison? It's like the perverse counterpoint to, physician, heal thyself, come down from the cross and get us off the cross too. Now, I cannot speak for God on that issue. I don't know why or why not, why he was allowed to stay in prison versus why God did not allow Satan to get him. I have no idea. How would I know? I have no idea. But, I think this does teach us an interesting lesson here. And this is extremely important on earth and also in the spiritual life, which is, during his killing spree, Richard Ramirez struck palpable pants-soiling fear into the state of California, because nobody knew where he was going to strike next. Nobody knew what method of killing he was going to use. He shot some, he stabbed some, he bludgeoned some to death. I mean, horrible. So when he got caught and he got sent to death row, even though ultimately he didn't get executed, he died, naturally, whatever. But when he was locked away, do you know what that did? It made people feel safe again. It made them let their guard down. And that's the biggest trick in the demonic playbook, isn't it? That false sense of security. We think, oh, the Night Stalker's behind bars. We can breathe easy. Oh, Charles Eng is behind bars. We can breathe easy. Jeffrey Dahmer, behind bars. We can breathe easy. I could keep going. Name your favorite serial killer. When they are arrested, when they go to death row, or when they go to life in prison, whatever the case may be, I think our natural response, each of us, is, oh, thank God that's over. Now, it may be over with that one individual, but guess what? It is not over. Okay? Just like with the soul, we fight a battle against one passion, one sin. And we get it under control with God's help, and so we let our guard down. And then we realize, that one sin may be gone, at least for now, but look, I've got 2 others. And I didn't even notice them. Because I let my guard down, like an idiot. Don't take that personally that I'm saying idiot, because I do this. Okay? You may win a battle. But the war does not stop. As long as we're breathing on this earth, the war does not stop. This is a battle. Spiritual warfare is not a euphemism. It's not, psychobabble for psychological issues or emotional issues. No, get that out of your head. I'm talking about this is a literal war. It is going on in each of our souls right now, and it is also our soul that is the prize of this contest. As long as we are breathing, we are involved in a war. Think about it. Battle of Gettysburg. Let's say that I live near the battlefield hundreds of years ago, right? One of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. It doesn't matter if I look out my window and I can't see any fighting. It doesn't matter if I don't have, Confederate soldiers banging down my door. It doesn't matter if when I go outside, it seems like, oh, it's just a nice day, I can walk across the battlefield. It doesn't matter any of that, does it? Because if I'm foolish enough to believe that, oh yeah, hey, because I haven't seen any fighting for 10 minutes, that it's okay for me to go out. Do you know what I'm going to be real soon? Not only am I going to be a fool, I'm going to be a dead fool. I'm going to be a casualty. And that's what happens to you and I when we make the same flippin' mistake. And in a way, it's more serious because it's an eternal mistake. Or I should say it's a mistake that can have eternal consequences. So, excuse me, safety, peace of mind, letting our guard down, relaxing, those things have no place on earth. They have no place within us because we know there is a war going on. Sometimes we're going to be acutely aware of that war. Sometimes we are not. And that's actually when we're in more danger, because at least if you're fighting a war, spiritually or otherwise, and you can see the enemy, or the enemy has otherwise made their presence obviously known, that's a lot easier to fight that war, isn't it? Even if it's a powerful enemy, because you know he's there. You know what he's doing. The issue becomes when all of a sudden, where did he go? Where did he go? And you don't realize, oh, while I was focused on him, his buddy was over here, lining me up in his sights. Or to use an even more grandiose analogy, think about World War II on the Russian front. What happened? The Wehrmacht, Hitler's boys, they went marching into Russia, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, claiming towns, kicking some butt, doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, and the Russians didn't even put up much of a fight in front, did they? So Hitler's like, oh, great. Oh, this is great. I'm going to capture Russia. Well, guess what? Do you know what happened? The Russians came around from the sides and to the back, and all of a sudden, there were a lot of dead Nazis Hitler had on his hand. And that actually is one of the most important things that happened that secured an Allied victory in the Second World War. So we can learn a lot about spiritual military tactics from actual visible spiritual, or not spiritual, physical, visible, worldly war tactics in that regard. Right? It's that strategic retreat. It's that foolishness that says, okay, well, the battle is over now. Despite the fact, is that anywhere in the Bible? No. Is that anywhere in the 2,000 plus year history of the church? Have you ever read anything in the church fathers that says, sure, doesn't really matter what you do anymore. You could stop thinking. Once Satan's gone, he's gone. No! Because they never said that, because it's not true when they knew that. So as unpopular as this message is, I feel it's very, very, very important in Lent, but also throughout the rest of the year. A lot of times what seems like a victory, a lot of times what feels like success really isn't. It's really a ploy designed to get you to stop thinking. And it's a ploy designed to get you to stop praying as well, because who among us has not fallen into this rut where things start to fall apart and all of a sudden we're real good about praying? We're real good about begging God to step in, right? We're real good about going to church. But then, all of a sudden, whatever the problem was, it seems to go away. So then we stop. Then we get sloppy. And in the worst case scenario, we start to take credit for it. Oh, well, that was going to happen anyway. No. Not at all, not so. So, we have to get better at this. We have to get better at this because, excuse me. The warfare is only going to stop when Jesus comes back. We don't know when that's going to be. So as long as you and I are still breathing, the battle is the war is raging, even if the battle does not seem to be. Please remember that. Please, please, please remember that. The goal these victories in terms of crime and in terms of the spiritual life. It's the same thing, really. The goal of those seeming successes is to get you to feel safe, to get society to feel safe, to get you and I to feel safe. Capiche? So let's remember that. This is unpopular. People hate hearing this. But that's okay. Doesn't mean it's not true. And I think you can sense that. I hope you can sense that. Alright. Now I gotta go, because I'm just gonna keep hacking and coughing like a fool. Excuse me. So, God bless you all. Thank you so much for watching. And check out the, not the annotations, but what do I want to say? Check out my channel for the other videos that I've done. Thank you again. Please pray for me. I'll pray for you. And we're going to get through this together with God's help. So, God bless you all. See you in the next clip. Bye.